Have you ever struggled trying to figure out what you should name your product? Have you ever sat there looking at a blank piece of paper saying, what do I call this thing? What do I call my program? What do I call my product? What do I call my service? Well, I'm going to give you 5 different techniques that you can use for coming up with your product's name and do it really quickly using the power of AI in just a matter of a few seconds. First things first, my name is Ryan Levesque, CEO of the Ask Method company, and I'm very excited to help you with something that we help our clients with, which is coming up with the name of your product. So 5 techniques that I want to give you right now for doing so. And to do this, I'm actually going to pull up my screen so you can see me go through this process step by step in action right now. So the first technique that I want to give you when it comes to naming your product is to do it based on the biggest benefit of your product. So the first technique is what we call the benefit technique. This is where you are highlighting a certain benefit in your product in the actual name itself. So for example, if your product is helping people improve memory and you do it through speed and ease of your transformation, maybe it's Rocket Memory. That was one of the products that we created years ago in our business. Or if it's helping people grow their plants more easily, it might be Orchids Made Easy. This is where you're incorporating the biggest benefit into the name of your product. So that's the first technique. Second technique is to name your product based on belonging. In other words, what that means, belonging, is you are creating a name for your product that creates an identity for the person who is buying it. So for example, the Renegade Millionaire System. Who is it for? It's for renegade millionaires. This is where you're incorporating a tribal aspect, a belonging aspect to the name of your product or service. Next up is to use the power of curiosity. So you create a name in your business for your product that inspires curiosity. Like for example, the Every Other Day diet. So the Every Other Day diet product, popularized by John Benson years ago, it leads you to believe that it's every other day that you got to stick to your diet. How does it work exactly? What days am I dieting? What days am I not dieting? I want to learn more. Curiosity is the prime motivator for wanting to learn more about that product. Next up is using the power of inspiration. Inspiration. What I mean by that is picking a name that leaves people inspired. You're promising the future. Like, for example, Tony Robbins' program, Date with Destiny. It's inspiring people to take action. And last but not least, the 5th technique that I'll share with you here is to name your product based on status. Based on status or superiority. But what I mean by that is you are creating a product name that inspires exclusivity. Like, for example, the Insider Secrets Club. Who's it for? It's for insiders only. So 5 different ways to come up with your product name based on the biggest benefit, based on belonging, curiosity, inspiration, or status. Now, you might be saying, okay, but is there an easier way to come up with my product name? And the answer is yes, using the power of AI. And that's what I want to share with you here today and show you how to name your product in under a few seconds. So let me switch my screen here. I'm going to pull this up right now. Let's take a look at this screen right here. Now, on the screen, you're going to see an application known as Bucket 3.0 AI. This is AI technology for doing everything from creating your offer to building out your entire funnel and everything in between. What I want to show you here today is how you can use this technology to come up with your product name in just a matter of minutes. So first things first, your message should always come from your market, not from your mind. So we begin by identifying our market message, what it is that our market is already saying in their natural consumer language. So for example, if we are in the real estate market, first thing that we want to do is we want to set the role of our AI. In this case here, we're going to say real estate investment advisor. So we want our AI to play the role of real estate investment advisor. What is your market niche? Let's say that it is residential real estate investing. Let's say our ideal customer is represented by married couples in their 30s and 40s looking to invest in real estate. I'm going to save that right here and do that right now. Next up, what is our topic? Let's say the topic of the product is how to get our next investment property. Save and continue right here. And then what we want to do is we want to actually determine, for example, the biggest challenges that exist in the market, the biggest desires that exist in the market, the biggest objections that exist in the market, and more. Once we've solicited and gathered all this information using the power of AI in literally just a matter of minutes, you can see right here, identifying the biggest challenges, identifying profitable investment opportunities, possible responses include the following: challenge, financing and securing investment funds. Possible responses include the following: challenge includes managing and maintaining multiple properties. You'll notice right here that this AI technology uniquely pulls actual natural language from the market by identifying this market niche, this ideal customer, pulling from the databases of information that Bucket 3.0 AI has access to, like, for example, OpenAI's ChatGPT technology, among others. So pulling from multiple databases, being able to identify what this is, we can then build an entire product off of that approach. So let's say we want to take that information and let's create an irresistible offer using this approach. I'll click this continue button right now. Using that language that we just started, we need to have our offers bold promise. We need to know what we're selling. We need to know the duration of the offer. And let's say that we have those items. We figured out those items. We know that we are helping people achieve financial freedom using the power of real estate. The format of the offer is a hybrid delivery program. So maybe it's a little bit of one-on-one, a little bit of group, combination of a few different things. We know that it's a 6-week program that we are delivering. Using the power of AI, in just a matter of seconds, we can pull from those 5 techniques that we just learned from: benefit-based naming, belonging-based naming, curiosity-based naming, inspiration-based naming, and status-based naming. And you can see right here, we've got a whole host of different product names that we could consider. Wealth Builders, the ultimate real estate investing blueprint. Real Estate Mastery, a roadmap to financial freedom and lasting legacy. Property Profit Accelerator, unlocking financial freedom through strategic real estate investing. Legacy Builders, transforming lives and communities through real estate investments. You can see right here, we've got a whole number of different options. And if we want even more options, we just click the new result button right here. We can brainstorm even more opportunities. Now, the key with this approach is this: AI is a garbage in, garbage out technology. And what that means is the quality of your output is dictated by the quality of your input. You can't just go to a technology like ChatGPT and say, what should my product name be? Instead, we've got to provide it with the sufficient levels of input. This is where we start with that market message blueprint. The message should come from your market, not from your mind. So we go through the process of identifying the challenges, the desires, the objections, the natural language that our market is using, whether we upload our own data sets, like this data set right here on the screen, or we use the power of AI or a combination of both of those places in order to solicit that natural, raw language that we can use to then in turn come up with the name of our product. Now, naming is just one part of creating an irresistible offer. If you would like to go deeper into all the pieces when it comes to creating your offer, like, for example, your bold promise, your pricing strategy, what your features and benefits would be, your bonuses and how to structure them, how to do things like create urgency and scarcity and risk reversal and more to create an offer that converts, arguably the single most important ingredient in every business, let me know inside the comments what you'd love for me to cover in the next upcoming video, and I'd be more than happy to go deeper into any one of those subjects. With that being said, we're going to wrap this video up here. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you inside the next video.